So here we go, we're currently on the webFlow website and I'm clicked on to Showcase. So you'll get this navigation if you sign in, you click on Showcase and you can see here all of these designs are here for you to have a look at. Not all of them are necessarily going to be clonable. So if you want to just only find the clonable ones, just click on clonable and then it will give you all of the different projects that you're actually free to use however you want to. So again, all of this is completely free, you don't have to pay for any of this. This is just things that designers have created that they don't mind sharing with you. So let's just pick one at random. So let's have a look at this one and we'll click on view project details and we'll then open the live site. And what do we have? So yeah, really nice. So again, this is all completely free to use and there's lots of things here that even if you didn't want to use literally every part of this, you could sort of nick little bits of it. But again, if you wanted to just use this complete website for a client or for a personal project, you could do. And again, you basically got a fully designed landing page completely for free. And then of course you could then carry on the rest of the site in a similar thing. So again, really useful. And what I will do is just show you how you can copy this. So let's do that now. So if we go back to here, click on clone project. It will give you a random name, obviously you can call it whatever you want. So click on clone project. And then what it's going to do is basically just load this into your dashboard now for you to use however you want to. So let's just let this load up for just a moment. Just whilst it's doing that, let's have another little look at what's going on here. So again, for saying this is something that someone's done, again, just to let you have for free is crazy good. And it's part of what makes the webFlow community so great. So here we go. We now have our fully loaded website. And again, so we've got various different breakpoints too for different screen sizes, so they've really put a lot of work into this. And again, you can change whatever you want, put all your own text in and what have you. And just to prove this is now in my dashboard, if I refresh this, you'll see it's now appearing here. Okay, so that's basically how you clone a project. So it's really simple, really easy. Obviously you can then change anything you want. You can change background images, text, whatever you want to do. Now, another thing you can do is also, let's say you like this website, but you don't necessarily want to use everything on it. Let's just say you like either a button or a section or something like that. What you can do is just clone individual parts. So let's just say we want to copy, this bit here. So if we go back and find that section, where are we? Okay, so this bit here, so let's see what that's called in the navigator. So it's just called section. With no button. So let's just copy that. So if you get a blank project open, so if I start a new project and then go on blank, again give it a name. Okay, so let's just assume that we want to just copy a section of this. So let's say we want to just copy this section. So this section is the one where if you hover over it, it kind of highlights and like a circular type motion. So let's say we only want this part here. Let's try and do that. So if we come off the preview and then click on the section and then we'll click on Command C or Control C, go to your new project and then copy and paste it in, and there we go, we have it. So if we preview this now, you can see all those effects are there and we haven't had to actually copy the entire website. So again, this is really useful. Sometimes when you do this, the styling might be slightly different because it won't necessarily have loaded on all the same fonts or icons. So sometimes when you do this, it doesn't go perfectly, but generally you have the overall style that you want. And again, you may have to load on fonts sometimes. So what font is this? This is Inter. I don't know if by default we have Inter within webFlow. So yeah, at the moment it hasn't loaded on that font. So to get it exactly the same as this one, you'd have to just load on the correct font and then it would be, again, completely the same. So sometimes there's little things you have to sort of do to tweak it to get it to look exactly like it is. Another really great resource for cloning various different elements, navigations, footers, accordions, that sort of thing. So if we go on to browse, it gives you an idea of the kind of things that you can expect to see. So what I think we're going to do, just to sort of show you how this would work, if you go on to navigations, and again, all of this you can make yourself, but obviously if it already exists somewhere else, there's no point in sort of reinventing the wheel every single time. The whole point of webFlow is to make your life quicker and easier. So if you can find a navigation that you like and it kind of fits in with whatever you've designed, that kind of makes sense to use this. So you can see that there's lots of mega menus too, so all of these are really good. I think what we'll do is we'll clone this one. So if if we click on this and go on, we'll preview it first just so you can sort of see what it looks like. Just get rid of that. And you can see as you hover over, we have this really nice effect. And again, this is the kind of thing that doesn't come as standard with webFlow. So if you're in the interface on webFlow, if we go on to our navigation option here, they do have a pre-made nav, but if we throw this on, you can see, whoops, definitely don't throw it on there. Let's do that again. So on the body, let's do that again on layouts, sorry, elements, go down to navbar, and then we'll just drag this to the top so you can see it properly. So you can see that it's fine, but it's not particularly exciting. It's certainly not as exciting as this one. So again, having the mega menu is really, really nice, and just the way it works and the effect is really, really nice. So this gives you, again, a really nice starting point to change whatever you want. Obviously you don't have to keep it in the same colour, you wouldn't need to have it purple. You could change, again, the way this looks on hover, you could change the background. Again, you could change any of this to make it look however you want it to look. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So let's clone that one and then we'll pop it onto our project that we just created. So we'll get rid of this for now. We'll come back to that in just a moment. So yeah, here we go. Let's go clone to dashboard. And then you can see if we just go on clone project, same as before, give it whatever name you want. Go on clone project. You then could, of course, again, start building your project from this basis, or you can just copy it and then paste it over. Sometimes it's easier to use this as a starting point, as when you copy things over, it won't necessarily give you the same styling. But let's just do it. So let's go on to, where are we? Let's get rid of some of this stuff. We don't need all of it. So what you could do, you could either have, you could drag this section over to here, or you could drag the nav over to there. It doesn't really matter which way around you do it. Let's get rid of that top bar as well. So let's see how this looks so far. So you can see that the font isn't quite the same as this one. So you may have to again load in the font that you want to make it look exactly the same. But again, the core effect is identical. So what I think we'll do then is we will just actually copy this one onto the navigation. So let's do that. Let's come off preview. Make sure we copy this section here. Again, I'm using keyboard shortcuts, so I'm just using Control-C or Command-C if you're on a Mac. Then go to this project here, make sure the body is selected, and then paste that in. And then it's going to give you that section that we had on our other project. Now it's pasted it below this because I didn't spot this, so let's get rid of that. Get rid of that whole bit there. And there we are. So we've now pasted that section in. So we've combined two different projects together. And you can see that as we hover over, we still have all the effects that you expect to see. So hopefully that's useful, and that's basically how you clone from one project to another, and just generally how you clone projects from the webFlow website.